everyone, Ryan Hall, Chris Perez with RB Bass. Just wrapped up Wild West Bass Trail Pro Teams on Clear Lake, and we just wanted to give you guys some insight on how we were catching them. We were able to catch a check in 24th place out of 160. Big ticket for the weekend was Alabama rigs or umbrella rigs. You know, that's what we caught all of our fish on. Mine happens to be the Picasso bait ball. Chris is throwing a different rig. What rig are you throwing?
I'm throwing the Frenzy umbrella rig, rigged with Dobbins heads.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep her on it. It holds baits on real well.
Nice. Yeah. Basically, we kind of had a mixed game plan. In practice, Chris was able to find us a bite down south on the day that I wasn't there. I was out of town for something. And but yeah, he spent his day practicing alone and found us a deep bite down in Mid Lake and down in the Red Bud Arm. And you know, we caught pretty much all of our fish down there.
Yeah, all of our limit fish came from down Mid Lake south.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Going into game day, we had some weather forecast, and we anticipated light and variable winds, which at Clear Lake usually means, you know, somewhere 5 to 8 miles an hour. Coming out of blast off, we had somewhere around 15 and gusts up to 45. So quite a contrast on what we were expecting. But we stuck it out in the waves down there, you know. Since we were on Chris's, you know, stuff that he found and he was very familiar with, I let him run the boat. And go ahead and tell him, you know, what were you keying on? What depths were we in? What was going on?
So, I mean, the biggest thing that I had found during practice was ledges and with, you know, rock piles. It's very summer pattern, but the fish kind of seem to be in the same areas right now that they were in the summer. Just by coincidence, kind of stumbled on them. I was really focusing on from 15 foot to 25 foot. Just depending on, you know, where the ledge laid out within that, but as long as there was a break within that zone, that was where I was keying in on. Right. And then the biggest thing was that A-rig had to lay on the bottom and just creep it.
Right.
But other than that, it was just throw it out and wind it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. You know, I kind of noticed the same things. You had to creep it and don't pop it, don't do anything funny, just wind it back nice and slow. Yep. You know, we were able to tough it out down there in the waves. We had anywhere from 3 to 4 footers rolling up on us all morning. We toughed it out to about 11 o'clock. Those guys that have the Ultrex and have spot lock on their trolling motors, they, you know, were able to do a little better job than we did just because we have a Fortrex which does not have spot lock. But, you know, we did everything we could, got some key bites. Chris pounded the hooks on, you know, 4-pounders and a 5-pounder and a 6-pounder and really carried the team this week. But, you know, after 11 o'clock, we decided let's go run up to the north end. Let's go fish, you know, State Park and East Lucerne and all that shallow water up there. We were just waiting for the water to warm up a little bit. Had some key bites up there as well. Couldn't capitalize. They, you know, some big bites, just, you know, fish and stuff happened. They tried to eat it at the boat and missed, or you get handcuffed, or just had one just come off. There's nothing you can do about it. Just came off. Yep. So. But, you know, as far as our tackle goes, like Chris said, he was throwing that frenzy rig with the Dobbins heads, and I'm throwing the Picasso lures bait ball with the Picasso smartmouth heads. Those come with Gamakatsu hooks already on them, so I really like them a lot. But other than that, I mean, we didn't do anything special. Throw the Alabama rig, wind it back. Now, Dobbins 795. Yep. You know, swim bait rod. You know, he was throwing the Fury, I was throwing the Champion, and when you get bit, set the hook. Yeah. That's about it. Nothing special, you know. But, you know, I think for us, a lot of it was timing and just being in the right areas at the right time. So with that being said, if you guys are looking for any more information, there was a lot of us RB Bass guys up there this weekend. So go head over to the website. I think some of those other guys have some written reports coming out, or if you go to our Facebook, there's a ton of information there. So check that out. But like I said, keep throwing that Alabama rig, and when they bite, set the hook. We'll see you soon.